was really important to me that we supported Bud Crawford. And that came from the players. That was Dylan that came to me and said, hey, can we wear these T-shirts? Hey, can we do this? Can we do that? I really appreciate Jay, Terry, Susan for working with Al Recker and Adidas on that. It's funny, I was in the training room yesterday and D-Bell was like, oh, I told my grandpa, like, Coach Rhule's going to be talking about that fight for the whole team meeting long. So I just showed, like, hey, I just showed one little bit of it, but I, because I know one thing that's pretty cool about it, I know all of our players watched it. Like, I had guys texting me, like, hey, did you see this? Did you see that? So we have a pretty locked-in, close group right now. It was my wife's birthday, and we went out with Troy and Amy Dannon. So I won't say how old my wife turned, 22, so I'm real happy for her. I had the team sing to her in the locker room. Julie's not like a, so, I've met a lot of coaches' wives. Some coaches' wives love attention. My wife does not like attention, and so she was kind of upset. But we went out there and did that, and it was really cool. At the end of the day, I think just going down and seeing Bud afterwards, seeing Terence afterwards, and just seeing how happy he was that we were all there was really a really cool moment for us. I saw a bunch of the famous people. I saw, it's funny, Steven Jackson was at practice here for us, the great Rams running back. He was at practice here on Friday, came to the game, and then I saw him and Orlando Pace as they were walking in. And I said to Orlando, I just remembered you played goal line defense and short yardage defense at Ohio State. And he was shocked that someone remembered that. So I was like, I remember being on the scout team at Penn State watching those things. But yeah, I thought it was an amazing atmosphere. I've been blessed in my life. I was at the Super Bowl at Baylor. I took the Baylor job. I went to the Super Bowl when Tom Brady came back against the Falcons. I was with my dad's a minister. My dad would do a lot of chapels, so we got tickets to things. He'd do like the visiting team or home team chapels. I was at Game 6 of the '86 World Series when the ball went through Buckner's legs. I was at Game 7. I went with my mom to Game 7. This was the greatest sporting event I've ever been to. This was the absolute best thing that I've ever been a part of. And just take out the fact that obviously I was Team Crawford. It was just, take out the pomp and circumstance. Just two warriors in the ring, and then, when he took, I forget, was it the 5th round? He took that punch and he smiled at him. I was like, oh, we got it. And then in the last round, I'm the biggest compete. I was screaming like, get away! You got this one. Stop! But that's what makes him him. And so, but no, it was an amazing experience. It was cool to see. I saw a ton of Nebraska people. Originally, I was like, well, I'll kind of go out there incognito, and that, there was no incognito. There was Huskers were everywhere, and I said on the radio this morning, but I asked our team if I could go. I didn't want to do anything that was a distraction, and our guys were like, don't ask us what we're doing after the game. We want to ask you what you're doing. So.